So what do you call yourself? Welcome to the LaTangela Show. Hey.
Hey, what can I do for you this fine day?
This is your destiny.
Hot, hot, hot. Right now.
Welcome to the LaTangela Show.
Kick it.
Come on in and enjoy yourself.
Right now.
We gon' party like no one else. Welcome to the LaTangela Show.
LaTangela.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, sunshine.
Good morning, LaTangela.
How are you beautiful ladies doing?
Oh, we're bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
There
I know,
you
right?
are. Hello, you beautiful lady.
Well, thank you, darling. You know, I'm just trying to follow your lead. You are doing this in the spirit of excellence, and 'tis the season. You're bringing us a little love, a little joy, a lot of hope, might I add. I'm trying to book my ticket on the next love boat, rowboat, cruise ship, however you see fit. Because rumor has it, Hallmark got it right with these heavy hitters. We have Christmas at Sea. Now, you are no stranger when it comes to the world of entertainment. You've been a part of things that have shifted the entertainment industry. And now with Hallmark getting it together, tell me a little bit about the excitement of bringing us Christmas at Sea.
Oh, you want me to go first? Okay. Erin and I were talking. Erin and I we've been like besties for a very long time. So we got to go on this cruise together. We got to interact with this amazing best friend pair, Gail and Alicia, who we basically just gushed, the four of us, when we all got together and cried all over each other because we were so overwhelmed with love and gratitude for friendship. But we were talking before, leading up to this radio tour, about just how moving it was to watch the first episode of Christmas at Sea. We were remembering what a total joy bomb and love bomb being on that boat was. And you really get to feel it. Like, you don't stop smiling for all 4 episodes. You're crying, you're smiling, you're laughing, you're filled with all of the joy that all of the movies bring you during the holiday season. So we're just so excited to get to share a piece of our experience being on that boat with the wider world.
Right.
Since it's so fun.
And you're bringing us 4 pieces of this. And I know on the cutting room floor, we have another 40 pieces. So I'll be looking for all of those hidden episodes too. Behind the scenes coverage. I'm here for all of it.
I love it.
Thank you. And that's exactly true. Like, you get these magical little nuggets, but there's so much that couldn't be captured in a 4-part docuseries.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you had to pick a highlight of working on this project, what would it be?
Well, can I say two little half answers?
You get 2.
The cruise itself was it was like Sarah said, it's like imagine your best Christmas ever when you were a kid, or maybe it was last year, whatever, like your best one, you know, that feeling, and it lasted for like, I don't know, day or 2, whatever. It was 5 seconds exactly. It was 4 solid days of that. Like, literally, you'd be walking down the corridor and people would be like, Merry Christmas, and people were leaving presents for each other, like strangers. Brought extra gifts.
Yeah, no, they decorate their doors with stockings, and people literally will go down the hallways and put in little treats and gifts. Like, people would bring entire suitcases just full of treats and gifts to put in other people's stockings.
Like, that's the energy
we're
of the
selling
ship.
tickets for this? Because I'm about a good field trip. I say we dock this sucker in New Orleans and we take off and we just come back whenever we run out of gas. If the boat is running off gas, right? You know, I mean, this sounds like one of those incredible situations where people want to just view. And I know that Monday, July 7th, we're going to be there with the popcorn, the snacks. And I know that you had your 2-piece highlight, but what would be a highlight for you that you want the viewers to walk away with once they see this?
Ooh.
It's sort of the gift of what Hallmark is, which is you get to watch an episode, you get to watch a movie or watch a TV series that's on Hallmark, and you walk away going, hope is restored. I feel lighter than I did when I walked into sitting down and watching it. I feel full of joy and love and hope. And especially in this particular moment in our world, We
Yeah.
need this. This is what we need, right? You need to be able to go somewhere and be reminded of how good people can be to one another, of how important friendship, long-term friendship is, about how purposeful it is to just have the purpose of your life be to care for the people around you, right? And so we get to witness that in so many of the relationships that we encounter on this cruise ship, all kind of wrapped up in the bow of Christmas, which just makes you feel good too. It's just, I want people to walk away from every single episode feeling lighter and more
Absolutely.
joyful.
Hallmark is the champion of making you feel warm and fuzzy on the inside. And they have
Yeah.
different ways of getting creative and taking us on their journey with them. And now that we're all packing up and we're seeing Christmas at sea, I'm like, okay, I'm all in. I'm intrigued. And once you're getting there and you're taking us through this experience, we get to just unplug, unwind, and tap in. As you stated, the
Yeah.
world is crazy and we have so much that's going on. It's just sometimes you need that, a simple reminder that it's okay to be kind to ourselves,
Yes. And
strangers,
that's
have
and
those
that's your
friends that we check
superpower.
on. Uh,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Listen, okay,
It's your
Superwoman, I
superpower.
see you.
That's what I'm saying. It's your superpower, kindness, gratitude. Erin is one of the most incredible people that I know in my life, but she wakes up every morning with her gratitudes. Like it is a practice that she has been doing for her whole life that just sets herself on the trajectory of I will see the good today. I will see the beauty and the joy today. And it's a practice, right? And we get to practice it watching these movies. We really do,
True.
because you're reminded of all of the beautiful things about what it is to be a human, you know?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
And I think, by the way, thank you for saying that. I love you so much. She's LaTangela. We have legit been like best friends for, I mean, we've seen each other through, marriages and kids and like one of my ride or dies. I say that because she's
yeah.
blind, I love. But also I want to say the show is so feel good, but it is also like it does show vulnerability and because we all have it. And I think that's also what Hallmark does so well too, is like, you get the joy and the good feels, but you also get like the vulnerability, and it's life can be so scary even when you're happy. So I think that I just wanted to say that too, because that's also what got me too. There were a couple moments that I was like, but
yeah, it's
like
deep.
good for
It's
you for
deep.
overcoming your fears.
Yeah,
Yes.
one minute you're just enjoying the ride. Next thing you know, wait, where are my snacks and my tissue? I
Tissue.
forgot
You need a
my
tissue.
tissue. I should have known. Sarah, Aaron, I knew they were going to do this to me. No, that is so awesome. And when you say it's okay to just peel back those layers, that's us giving ourselves the grace. Because often we forget to do that. We'll say give it to others, but we don't give it to ourselves to be vulnerable enough to open up, to give love, to receive the love. And I know that y'all are going to be sharing the love, even this friendship that you have. Like you can't even fake that type of chemistry. So I'm super excited to see this 4-part series. I'm super excited to follow you and get all of the behind the scenes coverage and the extra banter because that's a whole nother story in itself. Hallmark got
Oh
this one
yeah.
all the way right.
The next unscripted series needs to be just us in backstage.
You would have to
Right.
bleep out half of it because we've known each
Yeah.
other forever. And then you'd be like, they're crying again.
Why do
Again?
they keep crying?
Why do they keep
What is this?
hugging each other and
Why do they
crying?
keep holding each other and crying with joy? I'm
Look, we're rewinding. Like, did
Actually
we
true.
miss
Those,
something? What's going on?
yeah.
I
just
love
feeling
it.
all the feels,
But you
guys.
know what? That next unscripted piece, do that in New Orleans. I know that you have a lot going on at Hallmark. They are releasing
Oh,
this one Monday, July 7th. We're all in. It's streaming on Hallmark Plus the next day. And whenever you have anything going on, feel free to jump in the hot seat and on the tan line and consider it done.
I
we
love
would
it.
love to. I love New Orleans. Thank you so much for having us. I didn't want to speak for you too, Sarah, but I love it. There's a
I don't
thank
think
you.
I've ever been to New Orleans, so I gotta rectify that
Oh, I have a
situation.
whole list of things.
All
Would you
right,
Yes,
please go
all
to
so
the
Cafe Du Monde
things.
and get a beignet for me?
Yes, yes, absolutely.
Thank
Say
you.
less. I know you
Erin,
have more
girls
work
trip.
to do. So, yes. So, I'm going to let you chase the sun or let the sun chase you. But either way, get after it. I love y'all, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. I'll see you soon.
Oh, we love
Bye.
you too. Bye.
Bye, y'all.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
Bye. I legitimately do love her
Y'all.
back. Okay, that was it. Sarah,
Good morning, good morning, good morning, sunshine. How are you?
Good Morning, Tan. I'm good. How are you doing?
So far, so good. I mean, I have you in the hot seat and on the tan line. Life is looking up.
All right.
Look, they got you going bright and early, and I'm a little upset. And I don't know if I should take this out on you or if you plan to fix this at a later date, but I'm upset I missed this ship. Here it is. We have Christmas at Sea. It's a four-part series. Hallmark got this one all the way together. Tell me a little bit about the field trip and the adventures of it.
Oh, it was a field trip. I'm so glad you said that. I mean, we did not know what to expect. It's going to be originally we thought it was going to be a much smaller cruise, but we did, 3,000 people on a boat, and they did it twice last year, and it sold out both times very quickly. And I went out there thinking, we're going to have a good time. We're going to play some games, and everybody's going to be pretty low key.
Mhm.
The fans went absolutely wild every single night, all day. It was such a fun party. And, I'd said it before where I just had not come across that many people kind of screaming our names. And like,
Yeah,
we couldn't walk anywhere without major security. And when we got off, we talked to one of the producers that do these Sixth Man, that basically they produce the experience on these ships along with Hallmark, and they do all kinds of rock bands and hip hop shows and all kinds of things. And they said the only fan base that's even come close to what this was like was Kiss.
get
Like
out of here.
that's how fanatical. That's what she said. And Kiss didn't even. It still wasn't as big as this. Like it was. We were like living a rock star life on this cruise ship as Hallmark actors. It
Look,
was a
as you
pretty cool
should.
experience.
And think about it. When you
Yeah, but
talk
I
about
mean,
Hallmark, you have so many different families that's just captured. You bring a spirit of excellence for all of the families to be able to sit around and enjoy. And then you come into our homes, your character becomes a part of our family. And next thing you know, you have all of your distant cousins on this cruise ship, like, hey, I've been waiting to see you. But did they see you still as that character that you portrayed on some of their favorite shows? Because you're no stranger to the world of entertainment. So you have a fan base from here, you have a fan base from here, and everyone loves you on site. I mean, so it's just
wow,
like,
thank you.
how was that for you?
Well, I think it's interesting because if it was like a sci-fi show or a specific show where you played one character over many seasons, people get to know you as that character. But because we get to play in so many different movies and there's like a slight change in each character, and we're so accessible online, and we've been to so many of these events, like I feel like we are family to them in a way, like you just said, like cousin brothers, and that kind of really allows for a different type of connection, and they sort of know us deeper than just one character, which there's no real other fan base or network or niche like that.
Yeah. And like, just make sure that you're on the right side of that, because if you're a villain and you're stuck on this ship, I mean, they're going to let you know every time you walk around, hey, you know what? You don't get any extra snacks. You don't get to come over here and do
Yeah.
karaoke with us. You're in timeout, buddy. You're like, whoa. If you
You got
had to
that
pick
right.
a highlight from this experience, what would it be?
Well, I mean, the highlight for me is just seeing the joy in everybody's faces. Like when I've never really stood on a stage and looked out at 3,000 people, but to see their smiles and their cheers and their hugging of one another, and just essentially for us to be able to create a space for them to have their community come together and make new friends. That to me is why I do it and what I get so much out of it.
Yeah, I mean, because you had so many families that were actually sharing their own magical moments in the midst of all of it. You were the main attraction, you and an amazing cast that came out to hopefully enjoy yourselves as much as they did. And in this, we'll see a lot of people taking trips for the first time. They're celebrating sweet 16s with their grandchildren. Some people are getting engaged. I was like, wait a minute. So you get a family reunion, a love boat. I really need to do better at seeing when y'all are coming to New Orleans, and I can jump on at least a life raft. You know what I mean? So we have to get you back soon. I'm getting my popcorn and all of my snacks together, because on Mondays, Homework got this one right, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, streaming the next day. So if there's one walkaway that you want the families to get, what would it be?
Well, I think that I want them to be able to watch this and see themselves in it, because if you're a fan of the Hallmark Channel, then we made this for you. And I think, unlike some of the other things that we have made, this one is so specifically tailored towards the fans, because we respect, appreciate, and love them so much, and that was the intent in making this. And it just feels so good to be able to give back to the fans that continue to support us.
Absolutely. And I appreciate you so much for taking time out of your schedule. I know you've been busy. Just keep me posted on the next field trip to New Orleans, and I got you covered on some beignets, some crawfish etouffee, and maybe even a snowball, okay? Tour
All
guide
right,
on
sounds
deck.
good.
I know you have more
Okay,
work to
thank you
do,
so
so
much,
I'm gonna
Deb.
let you chase the sun or let the sun chase you. But either way, get after it. I love you, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it.
All right, love you too. Thanks so much. I appreciate it.
See you soon.
See you soon. Bye bye.